Hello and welcome back to the Brodeurland Show. I'm so glad you're here. Today's topic on the Brodeurland Show is creativity. That's right. Now, when it comes down to creativity, it's all about that imagination. It's all about taking those creative juices in your mind and really bringing them to life. And so to better understand this word creativity, I've got 3 topics lined up to really explore this word today. And the first topic I have is this. You gotta see what everybody else sees, but you gotta think what nobody else has thought. Second, imagination is all about taking those ideas that you have and going and having fun with them. And third, you were born an original, so don't die a copy. Now you know the drill. We've got to explore what this Brodeurland definition is for creativity. So what are we waiting for? I'm ready. Are you ready? Let's dive on in right now. So the Brodeurland definition for creativity, it goes like this: to find alternative and original solutions when faced with a challenge. The act of turning new and imaginative ideas into reality. Now that you know the Brodeurland definition for creativity, it's time to dive on in. It's time to take those creative juices in your mind, bring them to life so you can become that original you were meant to be. And to help us do that, I've got 3 quotes lined up that really talk about the essence and how you can bring creativity into your very lives. So what are we waiting for? I'm ready. Let's dive on into our first quote right now. Our first quote today is by Albert Einstein, and Einstein says this: creativity is seeing what everyone else has seen and thinking what no one else has thought. Creativity is all about wondering and asking yourself, what if? Whether it's creating a simple quick drawing or really coming up with a new invention, it all stems from the creative practice of asking yourself, okay, what if I did this? What if I looked at it in a brand new way? You see, when it comes to creativity, it takes guts. You've got to go out there. You've got to try something new. And you've got to be willing to take the action to see it through. And it takes that guts because you're going to be looking at it in a whole new perspective. Ways that other people may not be able to catch on or really see at first. But that's okay. Because at the end of the day, you got to take that creativity. You got to go out there. You got to try it. You got to put some action to it. You've got to really think outside the box to really allow this creativity to come to life. Now, this is only the first step. This is only the first quote. We got more to dive into. And so I'm ready to really dive in, unpeel the layers, and take a look at our next quote right now. Our second quote today is also by Albert Einstein again. But this quote says this: creativity is intelligence having fun. What makes somebody stand out? What makes somebody a master of their craft, a master of their profession? Well, it's the fact that they're willing to take something ordinary, something basic that people are used to, and look at it in fresh new ways. But in order to do so, they have to have a basic understanding, a basic knowledge of that thing that they're looking at, and really run away with it and let that imagination, that intelligence, really have fun exploring new ways. That's exactly what Steve Jobs did. Steve Jobs is the creator of what we know today as the smartphone. And what he did is he took his basic understanding of technology and said, okay, most people have to buy a cell phone, most people then have to buy a computer, and then most people have to buy some type of, music playing device. He said, what if I took those 3 items and wrapped them all into one, which we call the smartphone today, right? Revolutionary. But in order to do so, he had to be willing to try new things. He had to be willing to look at things in a brand new way. That's my goal with teaching. That's my goal with Brodeurland. Can I take the teaching process? Can I take education, be creative with it, and try to do things in brand new ways? Look at things with a fresh new take. So, we got one more quote still lined up to go. And I'm ready to really tackle it, really finish up this video so you can walk away with something that you can try in your everyday lives. So what are we waiting for? Let's take a look at our last quote right now. Our final quote today is by John Mason, and John says this: you were born an original, don't die a copy. You are somebody, you are capable, you matter. You just gotta believe in yourself. You don't want to just be another copy of somebody else. But Mr. Broder, you tell us all the time that we've got to learn from others. Isn't that copying? Well, if you look at it that way, sure, but here's what I want to look at. I want you to learn from others, maybe copy some of their strategies, but then go out there and see if you can take that knowledge, take those ideas, and really make them your own. Really look at them with a brand new light. You see, in life, you're gonna have to recognize patterns and strategies. Then you're gonna have to try to use those strategies. But what really sets you apart is when you can start to create your own patterns and create your own strategies. You see, for me in teaching, I do the same thing. I don't want to be just another teacher. I want to be that one teacher that's going to go make a difference, that's going to stand out, that's going to take my creativity and bring it alive in my classroom. And that's what I want you to do. Go out there, take your creativity, stand out, and really make that original masterpiece you were meant to be. So always remember, you make each day a special day by just you being you. There's no one in the whole world like you except you, and I like you just the way you truly are. It's good that you exist, but you got to go out there. You've got to take your ideas, you've got to go have fun with them, and you've got to become that original you were meant to be. And so that way you can become that best version of yourself. So until next time, Broder out. Peace.